Today I'm going to show you the cards, some of the card art, and also I'm going to talk about my experiences with And That's How I Died, a 2 to 5 player storytelling game. And before we get into the cards, which you can see with this beautiful hollow foil deluxe edition, the cards I've put here, these are all the achievements you can get in the game, and you're not going to see all of them all in one game. You're only going to see 2 plus the number of players that are at the table. But what these achievements are you can only get one of them per game, and some of them are very easy, some of them are quite difficult, but what they do is they can kind of anchor your strategy in one direction or another. So let's start looking at the card art, and I'll explain a little bit about the game. So in the game, you're trying to tell the story of how you died, the epic adventures you went on, what hurt you, what happened, and you're going to be doing that by playing a 1, a 2, and a 3 card each turn, and you're also going to get some bonus points if they're all of the same color, or if they alliterate, because the same colors start with the same letters. The card art is you'll notice it's a little bit cartoony, it's very recognizable, it's a little bit dark and gloomy. It's all in this black and white brownish color scheme, and you'll notice that there's also no backgrounds. And I think the reason that there's no backgrounds in the game is because so much of this game is storytelling. Yes, while you can play the game and just play for points and try and get the most points, and that's perfectly fine, I think where the game shines the most is when you're telling the story. Let's say the story of how you healed the hideous hag, and you can embellish it and you can add background to this. So I think the card art is there more just to get your imagination rolling, and you can tell that story. Here we see the Soulless, a very cool card. And as you can see, there's just so many possible combinations. On the back of the box, I think it said 27,000 possible combinations, and you can tell multiple stories for each combination of cards. So you can tell the story of how you succeeded the spiteful smuggler. This is another very cool card. I really like the knife with the evil gaze. The silver, spied on, the spirit. And the cards here aren't shuffled, so they're all coming up as one color, but you can make combinations in the game of any color, or any different colors. You're only looking at this number over here for where in the story you can play it, and it's guaranteed that you can always play a card, because there's a pool of cards. You also have a hand of cards in your hand, and if you can't play a 1, 2, or 3, you can just draw new cards. So you're always just going to be playing one combination per turn. The game also has a storytelling mode, or a party mode, where you're ignoring the points and you're just trying to tell the best story with the cards that you have. And you go around just telling the stories, and like I said, I think that's the real charm of the game. It's not so much the type of game where you're going in to win. You're going in to have an experience and to be creative, and there's a little bit of role playing going on, and you'll learn about the different adventures your Viking has been on, and what brought him to Valhalla. There's also a little bit of interaction in the game where you can swap cards with other players. So you can say, you know what, I don't remember you. I was there. I don't remember you dethroning the demonic demigod. I think he was more of a bookish demigod, which isn't really that impressive, is it? And you'll get those types of little stories in the game. It's cool how you can embellish the story as well, and it gives you this epic feel. You can imagine, just the theme is very strong. Sitting atop Valhalla, talking about how you mounted the mighty mimic. But yeah, here you can see some of the card art, and check out the game. I found it to be a very pleasant experience, and thank you for watching.